It is the 27th of November, and I have one chapter left to write before my book is done, and then I have to go back and do all of the edits. Alright, the last chapter is now done, clocking in at a total of 58,333 words. Well, that is technically the end of the book as it is written linearly, but of course I have my edits to go back and add in. I feel like I haven't really been writing that much the last few days. Of course, Thanksgiving messed me up, but the last few scenes and chapters were pretty short, so I was just trying to get through that. Obviously, my word count total as it is right now is disappointing in that it's nowhere near what I had set for myself, but we'll see with the edits if I can get it to 80,000. I'm thinking if I can get to just 75,000, I will be definitely happy with that, but this is more words than I usually get for my first draft of my mysteries. It's usually around 50,000 words even, so that's a success, I suppose. I'm definitely happy with the story itself and how it turned out now that I've written the confrontation scene yesterday and now the ending chapter. It just leaves me with this hollow feeling, which is what I had intended, because this case in particular in this book is kind of sad the way that it ends, and it's good that what I had intended, the emotion that I wanted to evoke from the events and how they unfold, it's good that that's how it came through. So I'm very happy with that, and now I can go back and put the edits in and try to squeeze as many words out of them as possible. One of the things that really frustrates me about this whole word count industry standard thing that I mentioned in my last nano vlog is that I've read a lot of books that are long that should not have been that long. Like, they have a lot of words, but the pacing is bogged down and it drags, and I'm just so surprised that an editor didn't say, you know, this needs to be cut down a little bit more. I mean, maybe they did, and the author was like, no, I'm going to reject that suggestion. Which I guess if you are a big enough name, you can do that, and it's fine, but I don't know. Another thing that's really hard with a mystery is you want it to be tightly paced and tightly plotted, because obviously the more words you have, the more likely your readers are going to figure out who the killer is before you're ready to reveal that to them. And while I'm all for giving the readers a sporting chance to figure out for themselves who the killer is, I don't want them finding that out halfway through the book and then the rest of the book being boring and there being no suspense because they've already got it figured out. So that's also a challenge, because the more words that you add, you increase the chance that that will happen. So, but anyway, I will get the edits worked in there and we're going to increase this word count. That's the point. Okay, so yesterday I got 3 of my little insert scenes written and it gave me about 2,300 words, so I am very happy with that, and it makes me feel a lot more confident that I will at least cross into the industry standard for mysteries as far as word count goes. So this isn't really an insert scene that I'm on now, but I needed to change the method in which something in my book comes about. So I was Googling what other methods I could use, and I found one that was just perfect. I mean, the timeline matches up. This thing existed during the events that my book is concerned with, and the effects of this thing are also perfect. And I'm thinking, like, how often does that happen where you have something that is literally perfect for a plot device? Like, I couldn't ask for more. Okay, so that brings my total for the day to 62,158 words. Okay, it is now the 1st of December, and I did not film yesterday because I had filmed another video. I didn't feel like filming any of my writing, but I did get to 64,000 words with the scenes that I had added in, so I'm very happy with that. And I have some more to add. I do think I'm going to probably end up adding a scene that I was on the fence about, because it would be the most difficult to go back and add in because it is the inclusion of a suspect that I didn't have before, but I am willing to do it if I feel like it needs it. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I logged onto the Nano website, and you can't update your progress anymore, which, I mean, kind of makes sense because Nano's over, but my project isn't over, and I would like to add to the total word count, but I guess it's fine. Like, I mean, I did win Nano, but the project still isn't over. But I am now at 66,424 words. Yes, I am very happy with how these edits are going. I have one more scene that I have to go back and add in, and then I really need to take a deeper look at my outline for the suspect that I will be adding in, because that's probably the biggest edit, since I have to add a lot more things. Like, if once there's a whole new suspect for them to consider, I'm going to have to add in a lot more investigative scenes, interview scenes, that kind of thing. So that will probably be much more of an intensive edit, but I think it will make the story that much better. I think the edits that I've added up to this point have definitely improved the story. It's not just the word count that's been improved, but the story itself, definitely. I mean, I've almost added 10,000 words, and the characters are definitely more fleshed out because of it, so I'm very happy with that. Hello! It has been a very productive day so far. I got footage for a video that I have planned filmed. I am now at 67,000 words, I think, and I'm preparing to implement the biggest change that I have, introducing a new suspect. So I have taken lots of notes on that, trying to figure out where exactly I need to then insert these scenes, but having the outline definitely helps. I can't even imagine trying to do this without an outline, but yes, it's been a productive day so far. I got the Christmas decorations put up, which was a struggle because the lights we normally had stopped working, and we didn't realize that until we went to put everything up, so we had to wait until the next day so we could get some lights and then put them on the tree, but it's all done now. So I need to go through my outline today, put in the rest of the scenes, and then get to writing them. Okay, so I am done for the day, and I am now at 68,600 words. This has to be one of the most chaotic books I've ever written / edited. At the same time, like, I don't know, this is very chaotic going back in and putting all these scenes here, but I think it's working. I think they weave in seamlessly, or at least I hope they do, and I don't know, I like the challenge. I feel like, especially when it comes to mysteries, all these pieces of the plot are puzzles and you have to work them in a way that they fit, and I don't like real life puzzles, but I do like these kinds of puzzles where it's with your mind and you have to work it all out. So it's a challenge, but I like it, I'm enjoying it, and I kind of don't want it to end. I mean, it's a weird thing because, I mean, you want to finish the book, you want to accomplish your goal, but at the same time, once you finish it, it's over, and it's kind of sad because you can't write the book for the very first time more than once, so, but that's just the way that it goes. Hello! It has been a few days since I recorded anything, which I know is not good, but to be honest, I've been feeling pretty burnt out from November still. I'm not used to filming so much, but I wanted to give you an update on how the book edits are coming along. I really only have one thing left to do, and that is to write up the little note that is at the end of the book, like the historical note, which doesn't really matter. It would be most important when the book is going to be published, but I want to type it up now so that I don't forget anything that I want included in it. And as the book stands right now, without the historical note, I'm at 70,700 words, so I may get to 71,000 just from the note, but I wanted to add that in to where I am before I put the note in. Okay, I have the historical note all typed up, and that brings me to a total of 71,103 words. So yeah, I am very happy with that. Did I reach my personal goal of 80,000 words? No. But technically the book still isn't over yet. I still have all of the room descriptions, the clothing descriptions, details of what the city looks like, and architecture type descriptions that I will be adding in, but I won't worry about that now. I will put those in there when I go back and reread through my entire draft to make sure that everything flows properly and that there's not any typos. I'm kind of concerned with the way I sort of ripped this draft apart and rearranged certain scenes and then added scenes in that weren't there before, that it won't read coherently, but I won't know that until I go back and reread through everything. And I think the fact that I had as detailed an outline as I did definitely helped. I could go through each of the scenes and events separately and see where I wanted to insert this scene that now had to go in here. So I think it probably will be okay. If it's not, that's fine. We'll just fix it. We've been fixing this novel since the very beginning. But even though I didn't make it to 80,000 words, and I probably still won't because just adding in room descriptions and clothing descriptions, I mean, I would have to get almost 10,000 words of room descriptions. I don't think that's going to happen. Every time in the past when I've tried to add words into a novel by doing these kinds of things, I didn't actually end up getting that many words, but that's okay. Technically, I am within the industry standard now for word count, even if it still isn't quite the word count that I wanted. I am very happy with what I have. I love the story, I love the way it turned out, and it happened to be an interesting challenge at the same time. Considering that when I reached the end of the book in terms of what I had in my original outline, I only had 58,000 words and now I have 71,000. That is a huge improvement, and I've never been able to do that before now. So that makes me very happy. I definitely think the story is all the better for the scenes that I had added in, so I definitely think that I did the right thing. But yes, my book is done. I can write the end if I want to, although it's technically not the end because this is a series and there will be many more books to come. So I can officially say that my Nano project is finished, or as finished as it can be before I do my read-through. So that is it for me. Let me know in the comments how your project is going. Are you still working on your Nano project, or did you finish it? Are you taking a break, or are you working on something else already? That is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I upload every week and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!